Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? This is the Horror Flick Chicks back again for another episode of the Horror Flick Chicks podcast. What's up, ladies?
Hello.
Hello. So, if you've been following us, we are recapping every episode of this season of Yellowjackets. We are in season 3, and today we'll be talking about season 3, episode 8, entitled A Normal, Boring Life. Let's see. So I want to start this off by saying, uh, on the episodes are streaming on Paramount Plus, and when you go to the episode, it has kind of like all the episodes have like a tagline, kind of saying alluding to what the episode's about. And I wrote this one down because it actually is, like all of them are relevant to the episode.
Hmm.
The Yellow Jackets learn not everyone may be in a rush to leave.
Yeah.
So, as usual, this episode starts off uh going from the end of the last episode, where Shauna goes to the house of Hannah's daughter. Hannah is one of the explorers that they met in the wilderness, and they found out that they found a tape that she had recorded when she was captured out there by the Yellow Jackets, and so Shauna thinks that the daughter is the one that sent the tape. So they were going on a road trip to try and find her, and Shauna went together to find her and possibly kill her because she was there with a knife. So,
Yeah.
that's how it ended last episode. So this episode we see her, she goes to the house. She actually goes up to the house and you know, she just like walks into the house.
Oh.
Like
Oh
I
my
thought
God.
she was kind of sneak around and like, you know,
Where was the house? I don't remember. Do you
Virginia, I think it was
Virginia?
Virginia.
There's some places.
They leave their
We're in New York,
uh,
so we don't do
yeah.
this. But there's some places that they leave the doors unlocked.
Well, no, I understand that. I understand
I'm just
that.
saying.
I guess I mean, she's from Jersey, so they shouldn't be leaving the doors open. So she shouldn't think that people have their doors open.
But she might
I
have
don't
just
know.
tested it and saw that it was open and
I
then
guess. I
up
don't
and then
know.
got in.
I was expecting her to
God.
stalk the premises a little bit,
I
at
love
least.
how this is just one of those things that New Yorkers are like, what?
I know,
Explain.
for sure. For sure. But I thought it was pretty bold of her just to even do that, check it and just walk in. But it's kind of on brand for Shauna because she's like, she don't give a
I thought
shit.
that she would go up to the house and maybe knock or ring the bell, like
Something. Or
just
just or
to
just look around, maybe look in the window or something. Yeah.
Mhm.
I wasn't expecting that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so she walks in the house. There's no one there on the floor that she is. She's walking into the kitchen. She hears people. She hides in a pantry. She's in the kitchen. And it's a little girl and a woman, and it's Hannah's daughter. And she's talking to her, and then down walks another woman, and we find out it's
Hillary Swank. Sorry.
Yes.
yes, it is Hillary Swank. It is Hillary Swank,
I was like, is that Hillary Swank?
we did know Hillary Swank was gonna be in this
Yeah, I
season
forgot
at some
about it. I
point.
forgot about it
Yes,
actually
yes.
until I saw
So
her.
it is
I
Hillary.
did not know. I have
It
to say, I did not know. It was a
it
surprise to
is
me.
it is Hillary Swank, but Hillary Swank,
Oscar award winning
yeah,
Hillary
you
Swank.
have to say that when you say her name. Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
yes. So she is playing the adult version of one of the girls, and she is Melissa.
Uh,
Okay, Melissa that we've talked about many
She's
times
alive.
in the same lane as Coach Ben. We before obviously Coach Ben died. We didn't know if she was still alive in the present, just like Coach Ben. We know Coach Ben is not, but we see that Melissa's alive,
I
and
think
she's
we even talked about the possibility that Melissa might have been doing these things
right.
yes, we
to
did.
Shauna and
Yes,
stuff.
we
So
did. I think,
I thought that was a big possibility.
yeah,
mm,
Yes.
yeah.
So she's in the pantry, and then so we find out in this little exchange with Melissa and Hannah's daughter and this little girl that they are married and that's their daughter. So they go out of the house. Melissa's still in the house, and she's looks like she's getting something to eat. She grabs a knife and turns around to the pantry and she says, "Whoever's in there, get the fuck out." Like she knows somebody's there. And Shauna comes out.
Yeah. Like you don't
And
know
it,
who you're messing with.
yeah, and it's like they basically have a stare down for a while. And it comes back in and out of the of their talking because they go to the past and they go to other things, but um their exchange throughout the episode, basically they sit down and Sean is basically accusing her of doing all this stuff. You're the one that left the tape, and she did leave the tape.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're the one that left the tape because they were thinking it might have been the daughter of Hannah, but so you're the one that left the tape, and you've been doing all this stuff. You cut my brakes, and you left that phone in the bathroom when I
And
was
you
in
you
that
locked me up in
restaurant.
the freezer.
You locked me in the freezer, and she even blamed her for killing Lottie. You like,
Yeah.
and Melissa was like, Lottie's dead. She's dead too. Like I didn't know. She knew that Natalie died because she knew about the cult stuff
Mm-hmm.
with Lottie, but and Melissa seems very. Well, she doesn't seem. She is very normal, not like the other Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
She seems to have this normal life. She got married, and which Shauna says it's kind of weird that you married this girl, the daughter of this lady that we. Well,
Killed.
she didn't say they killed, but you know.
She did say that.
Did say
Oh,
that
she did.
they
Oh,
She
killed.
okay,
Yeah,
did.
okay.
she did.
So, but
I was
yeah,
like, I heard that and I was like, what? I said,
Yeah.
I hope they show it in this season because
Yeah, she
there's only a
said
few
it.
episodes left. I hope they show
yeah,
what happened with
yeah.
her.
They have to show what happened.
Mm.
I
They
always,
don't
yeah.
have to do anything,
Of
and
course, we knew they
they may
that
leave it
they did.
out.
But
They
I
may
know
leave
they
it
may
out.
leave it out, and that would be very smart,
They may
honestly.
do it as a cliffhanger
Because
type of
now,
thing
yeah,
for
absolutely,
next.
I
I
agree.
don't know.
that's true.
I agree.
That's true.
But yeah, she did. They
They
did.
did say it though. Yeah, yeah.
So she's like that she didn't do any of this stuff. Like she's been trying to stay away from all that stuff and keep herself away from it. She sees a therapist, she goes to church, she says now, like she has this normal life and she didn't plan to meet Hannah's daughter. She said that Hannah gave her the tape. Obviously it was back then, probably before they killed her. And
Yeah.
if you get out of here and you meet my daughter, please give this to her. That's how she had it. And she never gave it to her. So the daughter doesn't know she had it. She's kept it in a safe deposit box. And she's like, yeah, I had nothing to do with any of that stuff. I hadn't done and Shauna's really not buying it. She's not sure she's buying it. But Melissa's kind of calling her out and stuff too. Like, are you sure that this people like somebody is doing this to you? Like maybe the brakes line went out, like maybe your car's just old.
Right.
Somebody closed the freezer, you in the freezer, maybe it's just because the door is heavy and it wasn't propped open and just closes. Maybe,
Mhm.
maybe Lottie was pushed down the stairs, or maybe she just fell,
I
you
don't know
know.
what's going on. I'm so confused.
It's a
Like,
lot. It's a lot, and it's like I think we all had a thought that Melissa was doing a bunch of stuff, possibly in the
possibly, yeah.
present, and it doesn't
Hmm.
seem like she is.
But they're both of them are manipulators.
Yeah,
Oh
They're
I
yeah,
think they
manipulating
all are.
us. They're manipulating us watching this.
Yeah.
Because
I think
to be honest, I don't know what's going on
I
now.
definitely think that she's still hiding something.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's
but
sketchy.
she's playing it off fairly
I
well.
know. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's real, who's telling the truth.
Yeah.
No idea.
So about this part of the story, I wanted to mention that. So remember when she left the tape, she also left a note.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
Shauna
And
didn't have the Shauna
Shauna
doesn't
didn't
have the
have the
note.
note. She was like a
So she
note.
doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
Callie had it
Yeah.
Yeah.
when she found the tape. And
But I don't recall if Callie read the note
she did.
She did read it. I
or
don't know
share
what it
it. Did she
said.
share it? Did she
No,
share it with
No,
anybody?
no,
Okay.
no.
no.
And not even her, not even Lottie, right? Did she
Well, you know
share
what?
it?
I don't know.
I
It could
don't,
have been with Lottie,
yeah.
but
It
Lottie's dead
could have.
now, so
Right.
we don't
They
know.
did.
We don't know what she
Callie
talked
and
about with
Lottie
Lottie.
talked about a lot of stuff that we don't know what they really talked
Right.
about.
So it's
So who
possible.
knows?
It's possible she shared it with Lottie, but we don't know.
Yeah.
I
So
have a very, so I've been telling you guys this for a couple weeks now. I really think that because the apple does not fall too far from the tree,
yeah,
I really do
I
think
know
that
you guys were
Callie,
saying that.
yeah, Callie has something to do with post tape drop off and
I'm
possibly
thinking that too
the
now.
death of Lottie because it could have said anything and then she could have had a vengeance against
Mm-hmm.
Lottie or and just not mentioned it to her mother because she thought she could like handle it. I don't know, but I don't trust her. And Shauna, as we can tell, through and through every single episode, you see how she is so manipulative and scary. Even Melissa was like, I was scared of you. Like,
Yeah,
you know, you scared the shit out of me. I didn't really love you. Like I
right.
never loved you.
Well,
So,
the fact that she said that I left the, you know, I left that tape and a note explaining it wasn't like a blackmail thing or anything like that. It was just I was uh, talking to my therapist and I realized that that was one thing I never let go of.
Hmm.
And I remembered that I had that tape, which I forgot about for years. And I thought that you needed it too to let go. So I left it there with a note explaining it. And she's like, no, what note? So she doesn't know about the note. Callie has a note. So after that, I was like, oh shit. Callie must probably be doing a bunch of this shit. She could have been the one that does this stuff to the mom.
And you know what? I'm not too sure that she's the one doing those things to her mom, but she knows something because
She knows something.
she was telling her dad, like, we don't know what mom and
went
Yes,
those
through.
that
girls
Yeah.
too.
did out there. It could be way worse than we think. They could be hiding all this stuff. So, but I think that she maybe vaguely knows. I don't know, like I don't know what the note said.
Right.
I think it probably alluded to things,
There was
and maybe
also
she started to think, oh, so it wasn't just that they were just stranded and had to
right.
eat like
There was
animals or something out there.
there was also a storyline in this episode with Jeff and Callie because they
Mhm.
were still at the hotel while Shauna went on this chase with the Yellowjackets for this girl. And they were kind of, I guess, bonding a little more
Yeah.
with the about the Shauna crisis because, they both think that there's something going on with her and all this stuff. And Jeff was the one that said, I'm not even sure all this stuff that your mom said happened really happened. And Callie had like a strange look in her face, seemingly like she agrees with him.
Yeah.
And she did mention that, yes, but that also made me think, well, yeah, but maybe Callie has something to do with it. I also had a thought about with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think you're right, Dad, and his mind could be like, well, because it was me doing it or something. I don't
Oh
know.
God.
It could be a little far-fetched, but it could be possible too. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
She's got a look in her eye. I'm telling you.
There's
But it's
something,
like
definitely something she knows and that we don't know about yet.
I could definitely see that she can be like sneaky and sly and stuff.
Yeah.
But then you also see in her like her being scared
Yeah.
and not knowing what to do. Like the way she talks to her dad and stuff, it's like we don't know what she went through out there. She could be
Yeah.
telling us one thing and have
Yeah,
done something else
although
and she
again,
looks
that's
scared.
what
So
manipulation is
no,
though.
I know. So
And
it
who
could
do
be
you
that too. Yeah, I
who do
don't.
people most manipulators, where do they start? They start with their parents.
With
Guys
yeah.
start with their
They
Yeah,
start
parents.
at home, like
Yeah,
closest to
trust me, I
home.
know.
yeah.
Well, let's not talk about toxic relationships. But anyway, um, go ahead.
All right, well
Yeah.
let's move on
Oh
to
my
another
God.
story. Let's move on to another storyline here. Let's go back to the wilderness.
Yeah.
Um, so they have Hannah tied up at the
Hmm.
campsite. Um, Aquila and Travis are are with Cody on another side of the woods. He's because they want to leave. They say, "Help us get out. We want to get rescued." So he's walking them to their not the campsite, but where they got picked up, or where they're gonna get transported so they can leave. Um, Akila starts to mention that, maybe we should wait, tell the other girls to have it more. And Travis like, no, it's better. We'll go, like we talked about, we'll go and we'll get help and we'll send it back for them. It'll be easier. And Akila's not sure about it. And then Travis tells her, it's like, basically none of this was real. I said that you were the uh
Profit.
the prophet, but you're not a prophet. I made it up. You were just tripping off these fumes, these cave fumes, and I was on these mushrooms and we didn't know what was going on. And like Lottie was in our heads and things like that. It wasn't real. Like we need to get out of here.
Mhm.
So they start walking away, but Akila still has the thought of like that's not right. So she starts leaving the trail with like
Right.
little cloth from her clothes. And Misty is also kind of lost in there because she had dropped her glasses. She found her glasses and she's trying to find her way out. She finds the little clothes, so she knows this trail. She goes back to the camp and she tells the girls, I know where they are. I see where they're going. So she gets them to come. The girls are there though. I thought it was so funny. They were all trying to grill Hannah about. I love how they were asking about stuff on the outside. Then even
Yeah.
if Scully and Mulder and Scully got together, they get together, like it's like all this stuff that they've been missing. Like and even like the
That would
simplest
be me. I would be
even the
asking
simplest
questions.
things like like what month is it? What year is it? Like kind of they were asking her like because they don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
they don't know how long it's been. They were
And
also asking like, what do you know about us?
us, and she's
What
like, who are, I don't know who you are.
yeah.
And he's
She
like,
didn't know anything, obviously, until they said
they
they
mentioned it.
were, that they're the soccer team, that they playing, and then she started to remember, oh,
She said, I remember that
like it seemed like
story
it's been out of her mind for a while,
A
like,
because it
while.
happened a while ago.
mhm,
Yeah, they
mhm.
might have been, I mean, they could have been more than a year,
I
you
think
know?
so, because they went through all these seasons already,
Yeah.
pretty much. They went through the winter, they went, now it's starting to go back.
Well, they had like a couple episodes ago, it was like a Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
It's
the winter
like,
was gonna start coming back again. So it probably is, if not a year, close to it. And at that point, if they haven't been found, they probably called off that rescue a long time ago. She said, yes, I remember that. They were searching for us, and then they said, well, are they still not searching? Like they just left, like forgot about us? Like they left us? And she's like, I don't know, because obviously, she's just like a regular person. She didn't know any of them. She's not probably keep following the story. And
yeah.
so anyway, Misty comes back and tells them that she found the trail. She knows where they are. So she goes. Uh, a bunch of them go. Ty stays there to watch Hannah. And then they find Cody and Travis and Tequila. They all turn, even Travis and Tequila turn on Cody and say, "You gotta come back. You're coming back to the camp," because you know, I don't think all of them, but definitely Shauna and a couple of other girls are like, we can't let them leave because they're
Mhm.
gonna. Missy even mentioned it. They're gonna tell what we did here when we get out. Like, how are we gonna? They're gonna tell them what we did,
Yeah.
and we can't let that happen. So even if they do help them out, which I don't know if they do because obviously they get out because they're in the present, right? But
Yeah.
it might not be from them.
I
Hmm.
don't think, well, so we they've mentioned that Hannah is dead. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming, yeah, they killed her. She's dead. So she didn't get out of this. They didn't leave with her. But they could have got out with Cody, like we don't know. They haven't
No, right.
mentioned what happens with him, or they haven't even mentioned him in the present time. So
Right.
that's a possibility. Unless they got out on their own, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that's it's highly unlikely they got out on their own because after all this time, they probably could have found some kind of way out. Well, I guess because these new
Yeah.
people are there, they probably have like a some kind of
Like a way to get
a
out.
way to get out,
Yeah.
right? That
But
wasn't there before. That's true.
Yeah, maybe maybe there's a vehicle somewhere that
yeah,
they
there
had
has to
to
be like a
park it.
vehicle or
They had to park it there because they couldn't move it further in or something. I don't know,
I mean,
but
they once they get Cody back to the camp, they do ask like, "Can you get us out of here?" And he says, "I can," because they were asking Hannah, and Hannah was like, "I don't even know where I am now. Like
yeah,
we
yeah.
the other guy was our guide. He's the
yeah,
one that know. Like I don't know."
yeah.
And when he came back, they asked him. He said, "I can't get you out." I said, "How long is it gonna take us to get out?" He said, "Like 6 days hiking because it's you know."
Mhm.
And I also love this too. Like the girls were so excited. Most of them, most of them,
Yeah, most of them.
not all of them. They were so excited. Like they were getting ready, like packing up stuff for 6 days, some water and some food. We're gonna go. We're going home. They're going home.
Yeah, shit.
At
I'm
one point, some of
so
the girls were
ready.
talking about McDonald's. Are they gonna? They're gonna have
Do
like
not tease me with a good time at McDonald's. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
That's all I'll be thinking about
I
is
don't
that
eat.
first
Listen,
meal.
I don't eat. I don't remember last time I ate McDonald's. But if I was out in the wilderness as long as they were, I would come back and eat a whole bunch of McDonald's.
Yeah, seriously. If you hadn't been eating like any kind of normal food,
Right.
hell yeah.
Right. So yeah, they have these a few of the girls have these little daydreams. Like at one point,
Yeah.
Mari would because they do mention that before they go that Cody and Hannah have to bury Edwin.
That was so mean that they did that.
I
Like
mean, it is me, but I feel like it's like that's their law out there. You have to
I get
bury your
it. I
people.
get it. That was and it was like so cruel when
It
they
was
they just
cruel.
pan to the scene and they were just dragging him and you see his face like and he's
Yeah.
dragging through the grass or the the leaves and stuff. But I thought that was so mean because I get it. Yes, that's the law in the wilderness or whatever. But they didn't do it.
No, I know. I know. But it's their
They're so
people, so they
cruel.
have to do it. I don't know. That's why I assumed they made them do it. Um,
They
but
just
while they were
dragged
doing
him.
yeah, but while they were doing that, they had Shauna had told Mari to supervise while they do it, and she was drinking from a water bottle, and then she puts the water bottle down, and when she comes back up, it's a Slurpee, and she's like, and she's
Yeah.
drinking a
Dreams.
Slurpee.
Dreams.
And then what? Oh, Van was laying like on a bed with all these fluffy pillows, but it was really
Oh
like
my.
a, a bunch of sleeping bags. There was
You
something
know, at
else.
first I didn't get it, and I was like, "Wait a minute, they brought white sheets to the."
Oh, and then Misty was out there going to the
Oh, in the
bathroom, and
bathroom.
then they panned out of the side, and she was sitting on the toilet, and she was so happy she had toilet paper in her hand and stuff.
She took a leaf and she put on her pants to go to the bathroom. And when they turned around, she was on the toilet with toilet. She was like, "Yeah, I knew it was something else." It was so
Oh my
funny. It
God.
was so funny. And they were having all these visions of like, and it's like the simplest things, right? That they're
Yeah,
looking forward to.
How sad.
Yeah, it was. But it was like it was sad, but it was also like kind of heartwarming. Like they're gonna be saved and they're gonna be able to just kind of enjoy these little things that
Luxuries.
we don't
Yeah,
really
these
think
little
about it, that we take
luxuries.
for granted.
Hmm.
But so they're getting excited, they're gonna leave, but
mhm.
um right before they're getting ready to go, uh Lottie
Right, yeah.
says that she's not leaving. Crazy Lottie. She's not leaving.
Crazy ass Lottie.
Mm.
She's like,
Sorry.
we're not like I'm not leaving like something like we're supposed to be here. Like we don't know what's gonna be, how it's gonna be when we get back.
Yeah, and it was kind of sad because she was like, you know, like w what exactly am I supposed to be looking out for in this
Right.
in that world. Like
They don't know what
she
they don't know
wasn't
what they're gonna
well,
expect.
and she was constantly like, in a psych ward, and I'm sure that, being sort of free of that and free of her, her parents who were constantly like putting her in these places.
And we also saw before that Ty had a um Ty was also thinking like, that it might not be so easy when we get out of here.
Yeah, she mentioned
Yeah.
that.
She
She did
has to talk
mention
with
that.
Ben and like, you know, do you think it's gonna be this easy for us when we get out? Because
Lottie,
this relationship now, remember, it's not like the present time, is back then, which, it was pretty open, uh,
yeah,
but it was still kind of, not, especially the younger people, I feel like it wasn't gonna be easy for them. And Van's like, what are you talking about? Like this, we're gonna be saved. That's like the bottom line, the most important thing. We're getting rescued. We're going home. Like we're gonna be fine. We could figure that out. Like, and Ty was having kind of thoughts about it too. And also, even though she didn't really say it too much, you could just see it in her expression, Shauna.
yeah.
Because
Oh,
Shauna's like
oh no, Shauna was ready to stay too.
Shauna's all into like
Yeah,
her like being the leader there and having this kind of life there.
right.
So
Yeah.
By the
she,
way, I thought it was really funny, just kind of going back since you said leader, it reminded me of the part where Hannah was like, "Are you the captain?"
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like the captain of the team.
Team.
Like
yeah,
at first it was interesting the way she said it because you're like, "Are you the captain of this like new weird like life, or
yeah,
are you she had to clarify. She's like, "Are you the captain of the team?" And everybody was like looking at each other like, "Oh shit, no," because the captain's dead.
yeah. The captain's dead.
Um, yeah.
But yeah, it was so yeah, so Lottie says that she doesn't want to leave, and then um Shauna says she doesn't want to leave either.
Hmm.
And then Ty puts her bag down, and Van's like, no, pick up your bag. We're leaving. And Ty's like, no, I don't think we're supposed to leave. I think,
Both both Shauna and Ty alluded to the fact that something doesn't feel right. Ever since
yeah,
these people came,
right,
something has been off. So we can't leave. Now, I don't know what that means.
right.
I don't know if it's something that has to do with the entity in the wilderness that because he showed up at one point
Yeah,
with Ty
with
there.
Ty.
So I don't know if it has something to do with that, that maybe it's telling them
Yeah.
Like
like something's
you're not finished
It
here. You
could be
gotta,
a
something
part
is
of this. I
wrong.
mean, this could all be a part of the wilderness. We don't know yet. We don't know. We don't know for sure if we don't know for sure.
Like you think
Like
that they may be like an illusion or something
it could be. It
that
could
they
be.
all see,
I mean, who knows?
I mean, the air is really getting
unless they're all high on the on those
On the
cave
tea,
fumes.
on the mushroom tea.
No, on the cave fumes.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're not in the cave now, but
No, I don't. Um, but I don't know. Like I don't even know what to think after this episode. There's so
yeah,
many
we
different.
should we should also mention too really quick, in the present time, Van is still in the hospital and Ty is told that there's nothing else they can do for her and they have to look for care for her, like put her in hospice because she's basically dying and they can't help her. So what does Ty decide to do? Go to the hospice ward and try and find someone who's gonna be dying, is dying anyway, and try to kill them to like a sacrifice for the
Satisfy
wilderness
the
because she thinks
entity,
that that's
whatever.
gonna help Van. And something stops her, like she stops herself. Missy's even there telling her not to do it.
Yeah.
She stops herself. But then at some point, she's watching Van in through the window, the door of the hospital room, and she walks in. But then we realize she didn't really walk in. It's this like entity thing, but it's looks like her.
Yeah.
She's banging on the window. No, no. And she's looking. I said, no, you're not willing to do what has to be done. I have to do whatever. So it walks away and she's out there screaming on the thing and it like goes away from there. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. That's a whole nother
Do, 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 do,
part of
do.
crazy.
And then to wrap it up here, we're
Back
back
to Melissa's house.
back with Shauna and Melissa at Melissa's house. And Melissa, finds a way to try to overpower Shauna, grab her knife and try to, I don't know, get
Have a
away
nice little
or just
fight.
put her, take her down. And they get into a fight. And this is at the end, like knuckles,
Punching each other in
punching,
the face, elbows in the
and
face,
throwing
blood
throwing
everywhere.
down, yeah, on the floor, everything. And Shauna,
Shauna's a
crazy,
savage.
crazy Shauna, yeah, the savage, holds Melissa down and takes a chunk out of her bicep, a chunk, and tells us to eat it, or I'll tell everybody about your life. I'll tell your family about who you really are.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Nasty.
That's nasty too. She don't care.
She is nuts.
She's she's at
All that stuff
yeah.
that we already know that she did out there, she did worse things.
Oh
Oh
We
yeah.
yeah.
just haven't
There's
seen
so
Yeah.
it.
much more that she did
We just
that we
haven't
don't
seen
know
it.
about yet.
Yeah.
I bet it's all in the letter.
Oh,
There's pro
All
well,
in
that's
that
what I'm
note.
saying. There's probably a bunch of that stuff in the letter that Callie knows now, and that's why she might have been doing this stuff to her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mm,
That's what I
I
was
mean,
thinking.
yeah, she could be the evil entity that needs to be gotten rid of. I'm sorry.
It's
It's
true.
possible.
It's true. Oh, listen,
Your mama the devil. Your mama the devil.
uh,
Sorry.
a lot has happened in this episode. It was a crazy episode. I think it's not wrapping up, but it's wrapping up nicely
closing
to
in on
like
the end now.
a nice
Yeah.
ending to this season, and probably with a little bit of a cliffhanger. Who knows? Hopefully, there's another season after
Yeah.
this, because I feel like there's so much more than that. They're not going to be able to fit in the next couple
No.
episodes. Um, but anyway, you guys. Join us back here again on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube channel, Horror Flick Chicks on YouTube. Next week, we will be back for another recap of the next episode of Yellowjackets, season 3. And we hope you guys join us. As always, you can follow us on our social medias. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok, Horror Flick Chicks. And yeah, again, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find all the episodes of our Horror Flick Chicks podcast. And we'll be back next week. We hope you guys are back with us too. And as always, we're signing out. Sandra, Sonia, and Angie. Peace, love, and horror. See you
Peace.
next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Meow, meow.
That's the end.